Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting ready for this broadcast. I know we're having to do this a little awkward. We're actually recording this, and it's going to be posted later. We've tried to get it up and running, but there is absolutely no cell signal in here, and the Wi-Fi is not able to sustain us. So that's an unfortunate thing, but a little bit out of our control. So we'll just go with it as it is. So. The starters for the Lady Bulldogs is being announced. We're kind of in a weird spot too.
Yeah.
Like I'm having to peek through to get the jump, but
I can't see anybody. I can't see anybody on the court.
yeah,
Are they on the court?
I think so.
They might be.
Yeah, maybe.
There are, I counted earlier, there are 9 lady dogs on the court tonight.
That's it.
That's it. They only have 9.
No.
They,
What? Their big dog's hurt.
Okay.
She, the one lady busted her face on our floor. Is on crutches and in a knee brace now. So
All right, so here we go with the tip. Hello. I'm really low.
okay.
So this is the one thing I remember down here have is the student section is right on the court.
Kinsley will win that tip. That'll Presley. Her pass will go out of bounds.
Looks like it's going to be Lady Wolf ball.
Presley inbound to Morton. Morton's pass just off the marker to go out of bounds. Fellas, this is awkward.
Yeah, this is like the most awkward I think spot we've been in.
Oh my goodness, that was quick.
Quick foul against the Lady Wolves. I believe that's going to go against Hunt.
Carter.
Carter, okay.
We're looking through the wires. It was, or not wires. What's that called?
Railing?
Metal.
Railing.
Yeah.
Railing, yeah. 15 going to drive, try to score off the glass, can't quite get it. She slaps the rebound back out, though. So ball's going to be thrown ahead to Hunt and then go out of bounds off the Lady Bulldogs, so it'll be Lady Wolf ball. Lenoy throwing the ball near corner to Hunt. Lady Wolf's just going to swing it back around, ends up on the far side with Barnes. Barnes going to tag baseline. Has a chance, goes up, can't quite get it to fall though. Gets her own rebound, dishes out to Hunt. Hunt's going to pull the trigger for 3. Off the mark. Goes out of bounds.
Good job by Barnes working in the lane. Just unable to finish.
Lady Wolf's going to stand at man, full court press defense. Hunt knocks the ball loose, picked back up by Lexington though. 15 going to try to get across court, throws ahead. Finds an open player underneath the basket, can't get it to fall, rebounded by Barnes. Hunt can't get it to fall. We got a Lexington player.
Barnes did her usual turnaround. I think she caught one.
Barnes is, she will kind of move her elbows. I think the Lexington player did catch an inadvertent elbow.
I think that you know, you got fans yelling for you know, that's a foul, but she's turning around, man. She's aggressive turner.
You know, you could see that going either way. Davis fans are probably going to holler that, hey, it was an accident.
Right.
Lexington fans going to defend their player. Hey, that was a foul. You expect to see it both ways. But, you know, referees didn't call anything. So I don't know. You know, it's kind of, we're sitting at a weird angle, so it's very tough to see. But it looks like she is going to be helped up. They are going to say it is.
I thought he called red.
I thought he said red.
We did take a shot. They did get a rebound. So
I would. I thought the ball was theirs, so I was a little shocked to hear red ball called. But so they flipped that to white ball. So it'd be Lexington going back the other way. Pass is stolen by Lenoy. Lenoy's going to throw ahead to Barnes. Barnes going to go up. Can't get that one to fall. Lexington going to bring it back the other way. Setting up the offense, swinging it near side. Pull up, blocked by Morton. Morton's jumping right back in where she left off from in Warner. Hunt gives to Lenoy. Swing the ball back near side.
Oh, my goodness.
Maddie Morton standing wide open underneath the basket. Can't get it to fall, though. Rebounded by Barnes. Again, can't get that one to fall. Ball ends up in the hands of Lenoy, who gives to Carter. Carter can't get the shot.
A lot of open looks, not being able to get a bucket.
I don't want to bring this up again, but if we look at
It's
the
that
direction,
side,
the
man.
direction we're going, it's that end of the floor.
It's
the
every
Wolves just
time.
not able to seem to score on that end. Ball stolen by Barnes, throws ahead to Hunt. Hunt's going to go on the fast break. Gets the bucket to fall.
As we're 3 minutes in this game, that's the first bucket.
That, man. Lexington trying to break the press. Stolen. Ball's going to go out of bounds, though, off of, I believe, Barnes. I feel like we're all doing a Texas two-step as people walk by.
Yeah.
We're trying to step on the cords to keep from people tripping. Lexington now. Swing the ball far side. Goes out of bounds, though. So it'll be Lady Wolf ball. Lenoy to bring it across. Lady Wolves, that swing offense, just trying to find something. So Morton couldn't quite get the bucket to fall. I'm going to go ahead and say that I think Morton got away with one there.
Yeah, she did.
She kind of gave a little bit of a shove in the back to get the space, but Lenoy off the inbound, can't get the bucket. Ball's bouncing around. I'm going to say off of Lexington, so it'll be Lady Wolf ball underneath the basket. Ends up in Lenoy. Lenoy's going to pull forward and then give out to Hunt in the corner. She's going to pull the trigger for three off the back of the rim. Got her own rebound, though. Finds Carter. Carter's going to drive. Gives to Morton. Ball slapped out of bounds off of Lexington. It'll stay with the Lady Wolves. I will say one good thing tonight. Good to see Coach Brown back on the sidelines for the Lady Wolves.
I can't even see over there, so I have no clue.
Well, he was here earlier. I'll be honest, that's an assumption on my part a little bit.
Yeah.
He's got to be down there somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I see him down.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
His inbound goes to Carter, back to Hunt. Lady Wolves going to bring the ball back out to the top, reset. Trying to work the ball inside to Barnes. Barnes gained some space, able to go off the glass and in. 4 minutes to go in the first period. Drives, gives to an open player down low. Can't get the bucket to fall, though. Rebounded by Barnes, who gives to Carter. Carter will bring it across half court. Gonna slow down, let Barnes catch up to her. Barnes gives to Courtney. And Martin on the floor for a loose ball. I'll be honest, I never even saw us put Courtney and Martin on the floor.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's like,
Guys, we're at an announcer's disadvantage.
yeah, this is, man.
I don't know if that's I've never heard of that before, but we're creating it.
Yeah. Well, we didn't create it. It was just what we're dealt with tonight.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're creating the word or the phrase. I kind of like the band at basketball games.
Mr. Bigler has brought the band to a couple of home games. Did it before the break a couple of times, I think, if I remember right.
I don't think he's done it this year.
Oh, not this year? I know last year he did.
Hey, I believe he did the Sulphur game last year, and I'm hopeful to see him there again.
Listen, when you hit 42, they all kind of run together.
Yeah.
So last year, this year, 5 years ago, it all kind of seems about the same.
5 years ago is crazy.
What were we talking about?
Lexington now. Trying to work the ball down. I'm trying to kind of peek around all of our people and down low. Number 10 driving. Going to try to go off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Barnes. Barnes throws ahead to Courtney. Ends up back in the hands of Carter. Now Hunt on the far side. Martin trying to get the ball inside, swings it far side to Carter. Carter's going to drive and attack. Little floater, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Courtney. Courtney goes back up. No good. Ball's bouncing around all over the place. It's going to go off. It is off of White, so it'll stay with the Lady Wolves.
Guys, I don't know if y'all saw that, but the entire time the ball was in Martin's hands, she's in a shooting form. Like if she's passing it looks like a shot because she's in that shooter's stance and grip.
Heffley now in the game for the Lady Wolves. Courtney, looking to call a travel. Lexington trying to break that press. They do get down. Ball on the baseline, tries to throw inside. Shot goes up, can't get it to fall though. Rebounded by Morton. Morton gives to Lenoir to take down the court. Martin throws the baseline to Morton. Back out to Heffley. Heffley's going to pull the trigger from the top. Off the back of the rim, no good. Lexington forcing the ball down the floor. Lady Wolves are going to try to trap her right there. Can't quite get it. The ball ends up in the baseline with number 5. She's going to try to, now she's got to look for somebody to throw to. Jacoby steals the pass. Jacoby going the other way. She's going to try to go coast to coast. No foul call, but it will be out of bounds against Lexington. Minute 30 to go in the first period. Morton to Heffley now off the inbound. Back to Lenoir. Lenoir's going to pull the trigger for 3. A little long on that one. Ends up in the hands of Martin, though. Lady Wolves going to reset. Courtney now. Heffley. Morton on the baseline. Missed Jacoby standing wide open underneath the basket. Jacoby for 3 again. A little long on that one. Lexington throws ahead for a fast break. Heffley trying to defend. Good job by Heffley trying to take the charge. Girl stepped around her and threw off her shot just enough. Ball thrown ahead.
Did
he's
he ever
indec-
make a call?
I think he's kind of indecisive, but I think he's going red ball.
Wow, I never saw him indicate.
Well, he indicated one way, and then like a couple seconds later went the other way.
Okay.
So he will go with the second call.
Pass inside, stolen by Lexington. Fast break. They do get the layup there. Heffley's open for three. Off the back of the rim. Didn't get that one to fall. Thrown ahead for a fast break by Lexington. She's going to go up again. Can't get that one to fall. Courtney somehow got a block on that second attempt. And then the ball got blocked into the hands of the player who missed the first attempt. And she was trying to get back in bounds before the ball landed in her, and she couldn't quite do it, so it'll end up with the Lady Wolves.
That was just a great job by Courtney, hustling all the way down the court side by side with the lady, running laterally, able to keep it from falling.
Inbound or inside pass to Morton, who gets the buzzer beater. It'll be 6-2 going into the second period. Low scoring affair thus far. I'd like to say it's a defensive thing, but neither team really able to get buckets to fall.
No.
I do feel like the Wolves defense has been a part of that, Lady Wolves defense, that is. But Lady Wolves just not able to get buckets to fall on the other end. So yeah. We're going to take just a quick second break, and we'll be back with the second quarter here in just a second. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the second period of this Lady Bulldogs versus Lady Wolves match. Lady Bulldogs going to start with the ball coming out of the second period. She's going to try for a little layup, gets it around the edge. Able to drive baseline and get a good little floater up and in. Lady Wolves going back the other way now. Working the ball down to Morton. Swings it far side to Lenoy. Lenoy's going to try for a little floater the same way. Rebounded by Morton. Morton gets a foul call, so she'll go to line shooting two.
That is the second foul of the night, right?
Yes, yes.
Quarter and a half of basketball and 2 fouls.
Yeah, that's, wow.
That's crazy.
But, I don't feel like there's been a lot of things you could have called foul.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You could say that's – I don't want to say it's on the refs because I don't feel like there's been a lot of play where there could have been a foul call, but Morton makes both of those. 8-4 now. Lady Wolves on top. Trying to break the press. Jacoby was able to steal the pass. Throws way ahead to Carter. Carter goes up off the glass and gets the bucket. Lady Wolves starting to kind of get it figured out offensively now. Back into that full court. Maddie just absolutely jumps the pass. Tries to throw ahead to Carter. Couldn't quite connect. Ball goes out of bounds. Lexington now trying to dribble past the press. They do get there, but ends up in a trap. Looks like it's going to be a jump ball call. It is. So it should be the Lady Wolves ball. We'll say the head referee in the middle called one way and then changed it the other way. So now got to go back to the Lady Wolves.
How do you know the head referee in basketball?
I said head referee. I really meant he was in the middle.
Okay.
Hunt for three. Can't quite get that one. Goes over the basket. So it'll be out of bounds on the Lady Wolves. Lexington trying to figure out how to get past this press. They are going to get across half court. Pass ends up in the hands of Carter. Carter's going to try to push forward. She's going to try to go coast to coast. Gets the bucket and the foul.
Her ability to shrink down and like gain so much speed when she does is crazy.
Yeah, it's like when she goes into that next gear, she lowers down and takes off even further. It's really kind of impressive.
That's the turbo.
That's the turbo kicking in? Yeah. Free throw was no good. Rebounded by Lexington. Pass deflected, but regained by Lexington. They're going to reset their offense here with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Working the ball inside. Tried to throw another pass, quick pass baseline. Goes out of bounds off of Lexington, so it'll be Lady Wolves ball. Head to Hunt. Now Morton.
Oh.
Just missed
Lenoy. Carter for three. Not quite. Rebounded by Barnes. Barnes goes up, draws the foul.
Guys, I think she got away with a little bit of a walk there. She got to tip it around, caught it, took a few steps, and then set.
Yeah.
And took her shot. But either way, she's at the line shooting. So.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what we think up here, right? It's
Exactly,
always on the
exactly.
guys wearing the black and gray down on the floor. Makes the first. Makes the second one. Puts the Lady Wolves up double digits here. Press defense really kind of just putting a lot of pressure on the Lexington Lady Bulldogs, and they're really struggling getting the ball across half court. That ball actually swatted out of bounds. Lady Wolves going to back off now. Lexington coach calling in the play. Going to take it near side. Got to go back to the center. Finds perimeter. Three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Barnes. Throws ahead to Lenoy. Lenoy to Carter. Carter can't quite get that one. A little hard on the.
I don't know how that's Lady Bulldogs ball.
Well,
I really don't.
that's one of the most interesting calls of the night so far.
Yeah,
I don't even know that there was a Lady Wolf within 5 feet of the ball when it was
No.
last touched there. But they're going to say Lexington ball, so.
like you said earlier, it's all about the guys in the gray and black.
It's what they see, what they feel like. That ball going to go out of bounds off of the pass. So it'll go back to the Lady Wolves. Some substitutions for the Lady Bulldogs.
I don't know how you saw that.
Only because it was right here in front of me. If it's over here, we can't see the scores table or anything. So
No.
Morton swings the ball to Hunt. Of course, they're trying to work through Morton at the top. Carter throws near side. Ball down into Barnes, it down low, off the glass and in. Lexington does get across half court.
Guys, I almost just cried. That was about 6 inches from
just going over.
a near-death experience.
Yeah. For you, yeah, because your mom would have killed you.
My life just flashed before my eyes.
Glad you're still with us, Mav.
Yeah. Lexington inbound. Ball ends up down in the low post. She's going to dribble back to the free throw line. Kobe steals the pass. She's got a fast break on her own. She's gonna lets the defender go right by her. Easy bucket.
Maverick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Top gun.
Yep. Hit the
Oh,
blinks.
okay.
Let her fly right by. You're what? Sorry.
Exactly.
Once I started, it's just
Yeah.
like
You gotta
it's hard to
keep
stop.
going.
Yeah. I would have quoted the rest of it, but it is a school broadcast, so I can't.
Yeah.
But welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We took a little break just to kind of line some things out, but again, we apologize that we're not live via broadcast posted. Lexington trying to break that press. On the floor for the Lady Wolves right now, Carter, Martin, Lanoy, Barnes, and I believe Courtney.
Affirmative.
Thank you, sir. Lexington swinging the ball around, trying to find some open lane. Lady Wolves doing a good job of denying at the moment. Well, they're going to call a foul on 5. Oh, no, excuse me, 2 on Carter.
Yeah, it's going to be her
Second, I believe.
Yeah.
Carter's going to go have a seat. Heffley to come on. That was the greatest expression I've ever seen Barnes have. This second the whistle blew, she turned around with the what face like a
All ball.
I
All ball.
I don't know that she's ever reacted quite like that. Ball goes in and out on the first one.
I will say, though, we are one and a half periods in this ball game, and Barnes only has 1 foul. That's phenomenal.
That's pretty good. Heffley with the rebound off the missed free throw attempt. Lanoy is going to bring it across half court for the Lady Wolves. Work the ball inside to Barnes, gives to Courtney down low. Courtney goes up, can't quite get it to go. Rebounded by the Lady Bulldogs.
Guys, it's not often that you see the center guarding it at 72 foot.
Well, I'm going to say that Barnes took offense to us talking about the Warner girls, who their player did that. She was their post player, but also their defender at the top of the key.
Yep.
And she said, "Hey, you know what? No, we're not going to talk about other teams like that." And so she switched. To
Now she's going to be mad at you because you mentioned it again.
Well, yeah, probably. The ball's going to go out of bounds off of Courtney. 2:39 to go in the second period. Lexington Lady Bulldogs trying to inbound. Can't quite get it to go. Stolen by Barnes. Lenoy going to throw to Heffley on the near side. Pass is tipped and stolen by Lexington. She's going to take off on a fast break. Nobody near her. She's going to get an easy layup off the glass. Far side to Martin. Martin's going to pull the trigger.
Fall in.
Got it. They're going to call a travel against the Lady Bulldogs. Man, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Parsons down there on the cheer squad.
Yeah.
She is making some noise banging on that mat. She punched it a while ago, and it looked like she was swinging, you know, those carnival machines. She would have got the high score.
Well, even if, like, you know, we're away, she's down in there on the floor, she's banging on the wall. But if we're at home, she's in the pull-out stands stomping.
Yes.
Which I think is louder.
Yes, absolutely. As that ball goes out of bounds off of the Lady Bulldogs, so it'll be the Lady Wolf ball underneath the basket. Lenoy gives to Morton. Now Martin, near side. Hunt's going to pull the trigger for three. Off the back of the rim. Ends up in the hands of Lenoy. Lenoy's going to turn, go back up. No good. Courtney tried to get a second chance, or third attempt, excuse me. Ended up with the rebound, though. Gives back to Morton from the free throw line. No good. Rebounded by Lexington.
And good to see number 24 for Lexington back on the court. She's a young lady.
That took the elbow earlier,
yeah.
yes.
Seems to be doing okay.
Ball inside for gets away from the Lady Bulldogs underneath the basket. So Lenoy picks it up, takes it the other way. She's going to try to go coast to coast. Draws the foul. She'll get herself to the line, shooting two.
I like refs like that. They pointed out who it was, why it was, and then went to the scorer's table to. He's got a reason as to why it was called.
First free throw is good. Second attempt by Lenoy is also good. Lady Wolf setting down and now into a 2-3 zone. Do get the ball inside. She's going to pull up from just inside the free throw line. No good. Rebounded by Lexington. They're going to call the foul on, I believe that's on Courtney. Inbounded by Lexington. She's going to drive. Thought about trying to pull up. Martin played really good defense there. Tip ball, going to say out on the Lady Wolves, so it'll stay with Lexington. 18.5 seconds to go in the first period, or first half. Lady Wolves doing a good job of not denying anything right there. Ball goes out of bounds, so it'll give the Lady Wolves about 4 seconds to try to get a good look going into halftime. Hunt's going to pull the trigger for three. No good. Morton couldn't quite get it back up for the second chance in time, but with that, we're going to go to halftime. Lady Wolves on top, 23-6. What did you guys think of the first half so far?
I thought the Lady Wolves started slow offensively in the first, really poured it on in the second. We had 5 fouls total, team fouls. We've got 2 players with 2. Barnes has 2. Carter has 2. And then Courtney has 1.
Yep.
So going into the second half in good shape with fouls.
Yeah, I'm agree with you.
I think offensively scored 23 points in a half. You can't say that underperformed, but, this is Lady Wolves. They put points up, so it kind of looked underperformed, but still, you got 23 points. So I'm going to say the offense just make shots fall quicker instead of those second, third, fourth attempts.
Yeah, I think the only reason you would think it was underperformed is maybe because, they got 23 in the first half, but they only had 7 in the first quarter.
Right.
And so that's where I think, or 6 maybe actually. That's where I feel like you get that feeling of underperformance, because if we'd have scored the other 17 that we had, all of a sudden you're looking at 34. So, that's where I think that you get that feeling from. But they got it on track. They'll get it figured out. I think they're going to continue as they go on through the first half. So we'll be back here in just a little bit for the second half. We'll see y'all then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're back for the second half now. Lexington coming right out and trying to get an easy bucket. Can't quite get it to fall. Rebounded by the Lady Wolves. Lady Wolves headed to the south end now. Give down into Morton. They're going to say no
sure
shot.
That's the south end?
That is the south end, yes.
Okay. I really don't know. Once we're indoors, my cardinal directions are trash.
No, that without a shadow of a doubt, that is the south end.
Okay, I believe you.
Lenoy for three. Knocks
Bang.
it down. We're trying to fix Chad's sound. We're pretty sure that Mav might have busted that mic in Warner the other day. But
Well, you know, but now think about it. It was used the next morning or the next evening.
I don't know.
That's true.
It was.
It sounds a little bit better now.
Right, it does.
Lexington picks up the ball going the other way. Lenoy's going to draw the first foul there. First attempt is no good. Substitutions for the Lady Bulldogs. No good on the second one. Rebounded by Barnes. Great job blocking out to get that rebound. Lenoy's going to push quick. They're going to call.
Number 5, I believe.
Okay, a foul against Lady Bulldogs, number 5. It'll be her first. Team second for the quarter. Lenoy getting the offense started for the Lady Wolves. Carter's going to drive baseline, pulls back, gives to Hunt on the far side. Hunt's going to pull up for three, no good. Rebounded by Morton or a jump ball. Jump ball is going to go to the Lady Wolves. Hunt to inbound. Gives right underneath the basket to Barnes. Can't quite get the bucket, though. Rebounded by 24 for the Lady Bulldogs, and she tries to dribble baseline and unfortunately goes just out of bounds, so to go back to the Lady Wolves underneath. Quick inbound to Morton. Tries to give right back to Hunt, though. Again, out of bounds off the Lady Bulldogs. Carter dribbles in, pulls up, no good.
I think Morton got away with one there.
Right. Say rebound was by Lexington Bulldogs. She got trapped on the baseline, tried to throw out, stolen by Lenoy, who drives and draws a foul. So been a minute or two, and the ball hasn't left that end of the floor. First attempt is good. Go
I
ahead.
just remembered a really vivid memory from my last time playing school basketball. It's at this place, you know, tight game. I don't know why I was in, couldn't tell you. But in the timeout, Coach Blackwell, he says, I'm zoned out. I'm daydreaming about why I'm playing the game, I guess, during this timeout. Because Coach Blackwell's like, Mav, it's going to be right here. This is where the pass is going. Well, you know, inbound comes. There was the pass. He's like, Mav, it's right here. I was literally just telling you. Splash right in my face.
Lexington does finally get the ball back down to the other end. Draws a foul on the layup attempt. She'll go to the line shooting two. I'm sure everybody in the gym at that time, Mav, was curious as to why you were in the game.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Coach Blackwell was curious, too. I don't know.
There's a reason you're up here with us now and
Exactly,
not still on the floor.
exactly.
So I'm sitting here listening to this saga as it was
Unfolding.
unfolding, and I think Mav is recounting a dream because he mentioned Blackwell, then he mentioned Coach Parker saying the pass is going to go right here.
Yeah.
Mixes points up, coaches up.
Did I really?
This was the day dream.
Did I really?
You did.
Oh, I didn't, that's crazy. I didn't even realize that.
Barnes gives to Carter cutting through. I believe they're going to call a foul.
On the floor.
On the floor. Hunt to inbound. Back to Hunt. Pass gets away from Lenoy. 15 going the other way, trying to go up. They're going to say
no foul out of bounds.
No foul out of bounds. Okay.
Great call.
So award Barnes with another block there.
That was Morton.
Or excuse me, Morton, not Barnes. Inbound right to the free throw line. She's going to pull up, gets the bucket. Lenoy throws down court ahead. Pass inside from Hunt to Morton, who gets the bucket. Lexington trying to get the ball down the floor. Ball being tipped around a little bit. Does end up back in the hands of the Lady Bulldogs. Passes to the near side. She's going to pull the trigger for three over the backboard.
I still shouldn't think. I don't think that should be out of bounds.
That one was clearly out of bounds.
Well, it landed out of bounds, yes, absolutely. But some of those that, hit on the top and come back.
Yeah, the one earlier did not hit the pole, so I was wondering why they called it out of bounds.
Yeah.
So.
Lady Wolves now. Hunt in the corner. Ends up in the hands of Morton. Gives to Barnes underneath. I'm going to say a block there by number 5 for the Lady Bulldogs. Goes out of bounds.
So he missed Carter cutting on the backside, wide open, nobody around.
Yeah, I saw that too, Chad.
Hunt to inbound. Gives to Morton. Morton's going to pull up for a little mid-range jumper. Knocks it down. Again, man, some of her shots just are like, there's no arch in them whatsoever. And I'm like, there's no mathematical way possible that should go in. But she finds a way.
It's rim grazing.
Ah, man.
Oh,
Stolen by
defense.
Barnes. Gives to Lenoy. It was going to go out of bounds. Throws ahead to Carter. Tips it back to Hunt. Hunt with a mid-range. No good. Ball's bouncing around all over the place. And call out of bounds against the Lady Wolves, so it'll go to Lexington. Lexington trying to work the ball inside. Ball stolen by Hunt's the one that actually got a hand on it, but it ends up in the hands of Morton. Hunt gives down to Lenoy for three. Yes. Lexington trying to drive. Trying to work the ball other side now. Now to throw in ball inside. She's going to dribble. Gives up to the other side. Now they have to swing back out. And got a little scared when Morton came over to help. But little free throw jumper by number 24, I believe. Or excuse me, number 1 for the Lady Bulldogs.
Fella, a lot of numbers look the same, but I don't think 24 and 1.
Well, 24 is on the floor, and I originally thought she was the one that shot it. But
Okay,
once they turned around, I realized it was number 1.
And they both have long
Dark hair.
dark
Yeah.
hair and ponytails. So
And
Gotcha.
at our angle, like that.
easy there, Mav.
My
Easy.
fault.
At my age, they all like it. They're
Yeah.
just blurs going down the floor. So there's 5 white blurs and 5 red blurs going down the floor. So
Okay.
Lenoy gives to Heffley in the corner. Shelby kind of got trapped there. Stolen by Lexington. Ball goes out of bounds. off the Lady Wolves. On the floor for the Lady Wolves right now, Barnes, Courtney, Heffley, Martin, and Lanoy. Never even saw the substitutions. Lexington now trying to work the ball. To call the travel there. Barnes to inbound. Lexington in what looks to be a 1-3-1 defense. Lanoy for three again. Off the back of the rim that time. Rebounded by Lexington. Lady Wolf still in that 2-3 zone defense. Gives to 15. She's going to pull up for a little jumper inside. Gets it. Kind of caught everybody off guard on the defense. Didn't see her cutting through the middle. Lady Wolves trying to work the ball around. Ball gets away. Stolen by Lexington. Oh, she ends up, couldn't quite get to it, but it was tipped, so no backcourt call. Heffley in the middle to Barnes, who then gives to Martin on the other side. That should be the 5th team foul for Lady Bulldogs, which will send Barnes to the line.
He called 10. It was clearly 24 that was down there, but he called that foul on 10.
We got one of those the other night, actually a couple of times where they've said somebody and we're like, okay, we'll live with that one being on that person. Barnes gets the first one.
One of those was Wyatt, right?
Yeah, I felt like it should have.
We thought it was going to be Wyatt, but
was it that way, or did we think it was going to be against Carter?
Oh, yes.
We thought it was going to be Wyatt, but it ended up being Heffley. Was that it?
That's one of them, but the one I'm thinking of was going to be Carter and would have put Carter in foul trouble, and it was like the one game in a lifetime that Wyatt could spare fouls.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
so
I remember that one.
Lexington trying to get the ball across. I think it's going to be a timeout from Lexington. With that, we are also going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back here in just a minute. We'll see y'all then. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. 1:40 to go in the third period for the Lady Wolves contest against the Lady Bulldogs. 36-13, Lady Wolves on top. Inbounded by the Lady Bulldogs. She's going to use the screen, pulls up from the free throw line. Rebounded by 15. Lady Bulldogs pull back out.
Yeah.
We'll call the foul there on Jacoby. That's one of those weird spots where I think if they're trying to get around you and you're still moving your feet, you're almost always going to get that call against you.
Yeah, especially when like you're coming up for like a trap and they work the other way against you.
Stolen by Martin. She's going to get ahead to Lanoy. Lanoy's going to try to take it all the way. Draws the foul. Can't quite get the bucket to fall, though. She'll go to line shoot two. Knocks that one down.
I hate to say it, but the Lady Wolves have been really good from the line tonight.
Yeah, you know, you got to make them win the count, or you know, right now Lady Wolves on top 24, and free throw is not one of their problems. Morton on for Barnes. Knocks down the second one. The noise also going to come off. Carter's going to come back on. That could be the last time we see Barnes and Lenoy in this game.
You know, I don't know. Coach Brown likes to open most quarters with the starters, so we may see her just one more time.
Yeah, just one more time and start the fourth quarter. It's very possible. Stolen by Morton. Gives to Heffley. Now Martin on the near side, or excuse me, Carter on the near side. Pass gets away from Martin. She picks it back up though. Throws back out to Heffley. Now we're working around. Morton jumping up and down, calling for the ball down low.
Yep.
They missed her on that one. They do get the ball down low to her that time. Find Martin coming through.
And one.
Count it. She's going to go to the line, try to complete the three-point play. She does knock that one down. Gets the shooter's roll. Some substitutions for the Lady Bulldogs. Right at 10 seconds to go in the third period. Lexington trying to look for that last second shot. They do get the shot off. No good on the three-pointer, though. That'll take us into the fourth period. Lady Wolves on top big, 41-13. I'm not going to lie, that kind of sounds like a football score.
No doubt.
But Lady Wolves getting the job done tonight so far. Like you said, Chad, knocking down the free throws when they have to.
Yeah.
Or when they even get the chance. I mean, they've missed very few. But
yeah, you take away that first period, and they've been pretty consistent in making their shots. Maybe one or two missed free throws on the night, not many at all.
So 11 made free throws thus far.
Wow.
You know, so pretty good. You know, I didn't even notice. I didn't look at this in the third quarter, or the second quarter, excuse me. 3 girls with 4, one with 3, another one with 2. So pretty widespread offense in that second quarter. The third quarter, Lenoy kind of took it upon herself, put up 9. So, Chad, I got a stat that was brought to my attention.
Whoa, don't say it before the game.
We're going to talk about it during the boys' game. It was mentioned in a comment during the Warner tournament. I didn't see it until later, but I'm going to have to talk to Coach White about one. And it's one I never really thought of because it's not really a stat that you keep in a scorebook, but especially in high school. Now, you get to the upper levels, and especially in the NBA, they sure talk about it, but not one you would typically hear about even at the college level very much. But, yeah, so I'm going to bring that up during the boys' game.
Okay. I'm
intrigued?
No, my piqued is curiosity.
Okay. Sure. That's what we'll go with. Lady Wolves trying to work the ball down. They do get the ball to Morton, who finds
Heffley.
Heffley, thank you.
Little
sunshine. Cutting to the basket for an easy bucket. Lexington pulls up for 3. Long on that one. Ends up in the hands of Heffley. She's going to push down the floor. She's going to try to go coast to coast. Can't quite get that one to fall. Rebounded by Morton, who pulls up from a mid-range. No good. Rebound kind of ricocheted off of Heffley's hands. Goes out of bounds, so to go with the Lady Bulldogs.
And Bobby, I think you might have been right about Barnes and Lenoy.
He was.
They did not start this fourth period. Now Carter has taken a seat. McDonald on. Lexington trying to work the ball inside, just find something open. Ball goes out of bounds. So go to the Lady Wolves. On the floor for the Lady Wolves right now. Martin, Heffley, Morton, Courtney, and McDonald. Heffley on the far side, tries to get it down low to Morton. Kind of sails out of bounds on her. Go back to the Lady Bulldogs. You know, one thing that I think is not spoken about enough is when Carter, Lenoy, Hunt, they go off the floor, does the offensive ability change a little bit for the Lady Wolves? Yes. But the one thing that does not change is the defensive.
No,
I think there's very little change when you substitute on the floor for the Lady Wolves in the defensive ability. I think they all play with that same ferocity that it's hard to replicate. And most of the Lady Wolves team plays with that all the time. So I'd like to see that. That'll be huge going into the postseason that is just on the horizon.
I feel like basketball season is one of those seasons you don't really know when you've entered it. Like, I feel like we've been in the so-called regular season for years now.
It started in December, and we are in January.
Right, but what year is December, Chad? Ah.
See, that's that.
Ah.
McDonald with an easy bucket from off the inbound.
That's why it throws me off, because it stretches from December into a new year.
Okay, now. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like we just heard the see you next year dad joke of basketball commentating. Pass gets away from the Lady Bulldogs.
Hunt is back on the court. When did that happen?
Hunt and Lenoy.
Lenoy.
So as we thought we're not going to see them again. They are back on the floor.
Morton is as well.
Yeah, Morton's off, and three of the starters back on the floor. As we get down to just under 5.5 minutes to go in this game. Loose ball. It's going to go out of bounds off the Lady Wolves. Lady Bulldogs, the inbound. They throw the ball back court. She'll bring it back across. Stolen by McDonald. McDonald's going to try to go. No, she gives up to Lenoy. We're going to call the foul on the floor. Lenoy really good at, trying to knows the foul's coming and try to kind of throw up a shot to get the shooting, but unable to get that call there. Barnes underneath, great play. Lady Bulldogs now. The foul's going to go against Lenoy. Be a reach. That should be her third, I believe. That is right. Good call on that one, Chad. Lexington does get the ball impounded. I think that went off the foot of Hunt. So it'll stay with the Lady Bulldogs. Amidst the, I'm going to not call it a student section. We're going to call it a student line.
Yeah.
On the far side.
You know, at tip-off, the referee had told them to push, like, he's told them to step back, but they're right on the line.
Yeah, there was a bucket by Lexington and then a quick turned around back down to the other end. And I believe there was a foul call.
No, jump ball.
Jump ball, okay.
Jump ball. 24 almost caught another elbow there.
Inbounded Barnes. Now Lenoy throws back to Hunt. She's got an open look for three. Off the front of the rim. Lexington pulls up the rebound. Now they're going to go back the other way. Going to set up the offense for the Lady Bulldogs. First pass sails on them just a little bit, goes out of bounds. They really are right on the line.
Yeah,
they're like their toes are on that orange.
Last year when we were here, they had kids reaching over the line onto the court screaming.
Oh, really?
And they never got warned about
wow,
a
okay.
sideline warning. But
Hunt knocks down the three.
Glad to know the officials are already aware and been watching tonight.
That three-pointer puts the Lady Wolves at half a hundo.
Love it.
I can't stand it.
Stolen by Lenoy.
Lenoy's going to try to go back the way. She gives to Hunt. Hunt's going to go off the glass. Can't get it to fall, though. Lady Bulldogs trying to get down the floor.
Okay, I've got it. This is a serious question here. You know, a couple games ago, I had the question of the red line at the Pete Bird Gymnasium.
Okay, yeah.
So here they've got a bold orange line and then a gap of wood and then a black line. So what is considered out of bounds?
It is the black line.
Okay.
So I did ask that question because I will tell you, there was a discussion in the high school office. It was myself and Coach Owens, and I believe Coach White maybe. And Coach Owens and I both had the same feeling that we felt like there had been more calls that were, you know, when in football, when you're going into the end zone, it's when you cross the plane.
Right.
We felt like there had been quite a few calls in basketball games that almost felt like it was a plane thing as opposed to bouncing or anything like that. And so, but we were told, nope, it's still the same old thing. It is the black line that is the out of bounds. So, as onto the floor now, Courtney, Heffley, Busey, Carter, and Contreras. They're going to call the push against the Lady Bulldogs. We're now under 3 minutes to go in this ball game. Lady Wolves up big, 50-15.
Heffley and McDonald onto the court.
Lady Wolves on the floor right now. Heffley, Contreras, McDonald, and Busey. McDonald now. Stolen by the Lady Bulldogs. McDonald going to be called for the foul there. McDonald got called for the foul there. She turned around and looked at the ref with her hands together like, you know, that like, can we have a discussion, please? Because I don't necessarily agree with that one.
Hey, she's all about business.
She looked like it. She was like, I kindly disagree with that one.
Hey, good to see Danielle and Heffley back on the court.
Yeah, she was battling some injury, but she's back out there now. Lady Bulldogs trap, do get the ball stolen. She's going to go for the layup. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Bulldogs. Second chance attempt was good. 2:30 to go in the ball game. Heffley now. Ball's pushed out of bounds by the Lady Bulldogs. It'll stay with the Lady Wolves. Lady Bulls are able to get the ball inbounded. McDonald uses the screen from Heffley. Gives to Busey. Busey's going to pull the trigger. Oh, no good. McDonald had the rebound, but then was taken away by number 15 for the Bulldogs. She's going to try to go coast to coast. They're going to call the foul there. That'll send her to the line. Foul will go against Lily Heffley.
I don't know that there's a 14 on the court. Well, they put it they put it on the other Heffley. They did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I can swear he held up 21.
Yeah.
But rebounded by Heffley.
Tip to Heffley.
I was going to say that was a team effort, family affair. McDonald with the ball near side. Stolen by the Lady Bulldogs.
It'll be interesting to see if
I'm going to see if this one goes against Lily this time, or they go ahead and stick that one with Danny Heffley as well.
Nope,
They got that one.
Yeah.
Lily Heffley with her first and a half foul. I'm going to say they shared the first one. Free throw is good for the Lady Bulldogs. Chad, I'm going to mention the substitution for the Lady Bulldogs right now, 24 going off the floor. I'm glad to see she was able to finish the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Loose ball. It's going to be
No more basketball.
jump ball. We just lost all the lights in the building.
Not all of them. Locker rooms are lit. There we go.
And we're back on.
Camera lady turned them off over. She was looking for better lighting.
Yeah. So I think that should be a T on the home team.
Is that what? Did she accidentally bump the switches or something over there?
Yeah,
Okay.
she had to because she looked over at them and flipped them right back on. So
Interesting. All right. I'm just glad it wasn't like a big power thing.
because that would be on us.
Probably. Carter back into the game now for the Lady Wolves. Tries to go up for a layup. Ball goes out of bounds. Off the Lady Bulldogs, so it'll be Lady Wolves ball underneath the basket. 1:33 to go in the ball game. 50-20. Lady Wolves on top big.
Got to get it in.
Tries to throw to Contreras. Ball was stolen by the Bulldogs. Quick foul against
That should be a shooting foul now. That's 5.
Contreras. Her first foul, but the 5th team foul, which, like Chad said, will send the Lady Bulldogs to the line. Bucket is good. You know, the timing of that lights out just a second ago was almost impeccable because it was right in between plays.
It was.
So it wasn't like in the middle of the game going on, and there's been little stoppage of play in this fourth quarter. So the fact that it was happened just at that right time. Lady Wolves trying to dribble around. Ball goes out of bounds off the Lady Bulldogs. Busey back onto the floor for Carter. Lily for 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Danny Heffley, who gives back to Lily. Heffley. Oh, ball was stolen by the Lady Bulldogs. She's going to take it from coast to coast. Gets the bucket. Near steal by number 15 for the Lady Bulldogs, but unfortunately stepped out of bounds.
It was close. I couldn't see it, but it had to be close.
Yeah. That's what we're going to go with, right?
Right.
If it's like within 5 feet of the sideline on this side, we're not going to see it.
Yeah.
McDonald, she dribbles in, loses it though. Picked up by the Lady Bulldogs. She gets it back. Tries to go up for a layup. Can't get it to fall. Lady Bulldogs throw ahead. Fast break, 2-on-1.
Up.
Cheerleader, just a reaction.
Right.
She immediately, as she grabbed the ball, realized like, oh no.
Exactly.
Trying to hand it back to her.
Heffley now.
18 seconds to go. Who you got for player of the game?
Player of the game, man. I'm gonna.
Lenoy.
I'm gonna have to go with Lenoy. I think she played well, caused some turnovers. I believe she led the team in scoring tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Lenoy.
I will
Don't do it.
respectfully concur.
Okay.
Okay. Throw it up.
Ball falls no good on that last buzzer beater attempt. That'll put the final score for the Lady Wolves tonight, 50-24. Man, they changed that scoreboard fast.
Yeah, you don't want that one staying up there for very long.
Well, here's the deal: it was 50-24, and ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't that close.
No.
Lady Wolves dominating win tonight, and again, just kind of seem to be on a roll. Hopefully, the boys can continue that as they come out to start to warm up. We're going to take a quick break for our sponsors. We appreciate all that you do for us and allowing us to do this. We'll be back here for the boys' game in just a minute. We'll see y'all then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now ready for the boys' game of this Lexington Bulldogs versus Davis Wolves contest. We got a new person running our stream for us. Hopefully she remembers to put the camera back on the screen, not the, well, you know, there's only 40 seconds, but.
Wow. I tell you what she did give you that the
we
first
got
producer didn't was attitude.
Yeah, that's sass. Hey, let me tell you, the first producer has plenty of sass to go around, I promise you.
Oh, yeah, she's got plenty to share. She probably left the stench of sass in that chair when they switched,
wow.
and that's why it.
So starters for the Davis Wolves. Number 1, senior Dakota Carter. Number 3, senior Braxton Griffin. Number 5, sophomore Isaac Lewis. Number 11, senior Dalton Heffley. And number 24, Wyatt Fielding, also a senior. So lots of senior leadership loaded up on this team. So the starters for the Lexington Bulldogs, 0.
Dierking.
That I was going to say, that's little brother, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Number 1. Number 21.
Young Mixon also out there.
Okay. Name we've heard quite often in these games. Number 3. Number 21. And number 25. A lot of seniors on that team as well. I believe 3 of the 5 were seniors. The 2 other spots, I believe, were the 2 younger siblings that we talked about, names that we've heard, last names we've heard for quite a few years in these games. But, all right, Chad, so I'm going to, before the tip, I'm going to mention.
No, you can't talk about it now.
I have to.
No, because the first possession, something's happening. I promise. If you say it right now, first possession, something happens.
Okay, I'll wait till after the first possession. How about that?
Okay.
All right.
I'm still curious.
Courtney just about killed me.
Wow.
I talked good about her during the broadcast, and she about takes me out. Martin invading our space as she walks by as well. Jump ball now for the Bulldogs versus Wolves. Isaac Lewis to jump. He wins the jump. Tips to Griffin. Wolves going to set up their offense now.
Guys, I feel like people think we're special when they go around us.
Yeah, why anybody would think we are special, I don't understand. Heffley for 3. No good. Rebound by Fielding. Gives to Carter, who gives Griffin. Griffin's going to drive and attack the rim. Tries to go easy off the glass. Can't quite get that one to fall. Going to go back the other way. Lexington now trying to work the ball from the high post.
That's your fault, Bobby.
No, it's not. I didn't say anything.
You mentioned it.
I did not say anything.
The thought was in the air.
So Lexington gets the first bucket of the game. Trying to work the ball down low. Lewis in the corner. Trying to get the ball down to Fielding. Griffin now near side. Wolves trying to work the ball inside. Do get it inside to Fielding. Fielding goes up. No call on that one. Go back the other way. Lexington with that drive and handoff style offense. That's where the majority of their offense comes from, is attacking off of that drive and handoff or fake handoff, whatever you want to call it. Almost an alley-oop attempt, no good. Second chance point does go back. Fielding at the high post. Dribbling, trying, finds Lewis cut into the basket. No good on that one. Athletic play to keep it in bounds by the Bulldogs. They're going to push down the floor. Euro step layup, gets the bucket. And just like that, a timeout by the Wolves. Kind of settle us down a little bit.
I cannot believe you, Bobby.
It's not on me.
I still haven't heard.
Okay, so I will tell you now. A comment during the Warner broadcast that, again, I didn't see till later, said something that, we haven't mentioned a lot when we talk about player of the game, and I can't say it's wrong, but I just don't ever really think about it, was Isaac Lewis and his defensive ability and how few points have been scored on him. Now, the comment said only 3 points have been scored against him thus far, which is insane to even think about.
Right.
The more I got to thinking about it, I was like, man, that's probably pretty accurate because I don't remember very many people scoring on him. Now, Mav's going to say that first little layup attempt was because I mentioned it, but Heffley for 3. Yes! So, I'm going to have to start really paying attention to that. It is the defensive ability by Lewis. I talked about he had a breakout game in Warner because he had to fill the role when Fielding got in foul trouble. And I think he did a phenomenal job at it. But his defensive ability, kind of an unspoken thing that I'm going to have to pay more attention to. Big foul there against Carter.
Now that I think about it, I was walking up the stairs with him one day, and he said, man, Mav, if I keep playing the way I'm playing, you're going to have to start calling me old head. And I think he was referencing the fact that not many people have scored on it.
That's kind of the thing. I'm a little shocked. That foul actually went against number 3.
21's the one that brought the boom.
I thought 21 got called for the swinging the hammer down.
Well, it was very, very Braxton Griffith.
Yes.
Yes.
There was contact before he shifted into the swat.
Okay. I was going to say number 3 was the one that Dakota was going around.
Yes.
But as Dakota makes that one, makes it back to a 2-point game, 6-4. Ball goes to the corner. He's going to drop baseline. Little floater. Gets that one to fall. I think 6 of the 8 points have come from 1 for Lexington. Lewis on the far side. Going to give to Heffley in the corner. Heffley's going to go baseline. Swing to Lewis. Lewis is going to pull the trigger. Yes! Bang. They are going to call that a 2.
Yeah, he was on the line.
It was very close. Good job by Heffley stopping the layup attempt there. One again, another pull-up from right at the free throw line.
His play style reminds me of 13 from Velma, the mid-range pull-up jumper.
Well, and we saw it in the Warner tournament too. 13 for Vian. Also really good at that pull-up, creating space and creating his own shots. Number 1 right now doing that as well. And again, I'm pretty sure he's 8 of the 10 points thus far for Lexington. As that foul's going to go against number 25. Lewis is going to have a seat for a moment. Owens on. Good defensive play by the Bulldogs. Inbound was open to Braxton.
Yeah, did you see why? They dropped 3 over to the other side.
I think it was a drop slash
spin move.
Slash Wyatt took them with him as he was going through the lane and had Griffin open, but Lexington recovered well. Griffin also good attempt there on the layup to try to get back through the lane.
That's going to be number 2 foul on 25.
Okay. Griffin will be shooting 2 for that. A little short on the first one. 25 is going to have a seat. 23 on to replace. Knocks that one down. .23 trying to set a screen. One's going to attack. Pulls back. .23 going to set a screen again. One's going to use the screen, then pull up for 3. Yes.
So right now, all I'm seeing is we got to shut down number 1.
I mean, he's 11 of the 13 points from Lexington, creating his own shots, creating space. Every bit of their offense has come through him. Pass stolen by Lexington. Going the other way. Layup off the glass. Fielding to set the screen for Carter there. Missed Fielding, had a position and a mismatch down low.
There it is.
Gets the ball there. Up and off the glass, gets his own rebound though, goes back up. Second chance, no good. How about a third chance?
That foul's going to be on the floor.
2-3 will pick up his first foul to be on the floor.
Man, we need some of these fouls on 21 because he's the one doing the swatting.
21 and 3 going to have a seat. 35 and 15 onto the floor. Going to throw back out to the top to Fielding. Now Braxton Griffin. He's going to set up the offense. Fielding with some dribble and attack. Spin move.
Lay
Yes.
him. Oh, my goodness.
At what point did Fielding become a ball handler attacking the rim from the three-point line?
Boy, I don't know.
That right there is what me and Fielding like to call a big league move. They just don't know it yet.
I'm going to talk this. He had to have seen his girlfriend coming up the stairs and said, "Hey, I got to show out right now."
Had to start balling.
Yeah, it's like this is my chance. So, can somebody go ask Kaylee Reed to go just stand right over on the stairs, please?
Yeah, then once we switch sides, you stand
Yeah,
up.
she's going to have to go to the
rebound by Braxton.
Good rebound by Griffin off the missed free throw. The ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say off of Griffin.
Chad, I see what you're saying about the reaching out over into the court with that student section or student line now. They almost make the sideline.
Heffley and Fielding had to seat Carter and Lewis on.
Okay, so it was the substitution is why we had to kind of reset there. One referee had him coming on, one didn't see him, so he started the play a little early. One now loses the dribble, though. Just to pull back out the perimeter.
I think 35 is a name we will recognize also. I think his last name is Falkenberry.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is.
We're going to call a foul on Carter.
And, the younger Falkenberry, he may not look like a guy who can fly up the court, but you will be proven wrong.
So I remember seeing him get up and down the floor during the tournament. And, yes, he did do that. Owen's got his hand on the inbound pass. Does end up back in the hands of the Bulldogs. Carter with the steal there. Lewis gives to Griffin on the far side. I'm going to call a foul on number 1 for the Bulldogs. That should send Griffin to the line.
Guys, we talked about when the Wolves played Velma, the young man who snatched the head back during the dribble. I think Griffin is learning to master that.
Okay.
Hey, you know, it gets you a lot of calls in today's basketball game. It's Griffin makes the first. And whatever you could do to get yourself to the line, I'm okay with. Now, obviously, if it's on the opposite side, I'm going to not like it as much.
Right.
But when it's sending Wolves to the line, I'm not going to complain about it. Griffin for the second one, knocks it down as well.
Good job adjusting from the first 2 free
Definitely
throws.
back on the court. Griffin going to take a seat.
I'm glad you're able to handle that over there because I've got no idea about coming on or off the floor. So one for the Bulldogs, going to bring it across half court as we take under a minute to go in the first period. Bulldogs on top right now for 15-11. Work the ball inside. We're going to call a foul on the floor against. I don't know if it gets
0.
I was going to go against Bumgarner or Owens. I thought Bumgarner. Waiting to see. It is going to go against Bumgarner. So it'll be an inbound for the Bulldogs underneath. Let's go out of bounds off of the Wolves. So it'll go back to the baseline for the inbound. Lexington able to get the ball inbounded and then reset. Pull-up jumper, knocks it down. There'll be a foul there, I believe, on 21 for the Bulldogs.
No.
Oh, no, they're going to call it against the Wolves. They're going to call that one against Lewis. I would assume a moving screen is what they're calling.
Yeah, that's what the official was down here telling Coach Blackwell.
Okay. As we get under 20 seconds to go in the first period, I would imagine one going to be the one to take this last shot. Screen coming. He gets the switch. Now going to drive and try to attack. They're going to say that ball. Nope, he changed his mind. He originally signaled red, but then changed it to white.
Bumgarner got away with one right there.
Did he?
Yeah,
Okay.
he basically grabbed the young man by his arm as he went by, but he didn't get called for a foul, so I'm okay.
1 second to go on the clock. Inbounded. No shot. So, guys, the only thing I can say from a analyst perspective, whatever you want to call it, is we got to stop number one.
Yes.
13 of the 17 have come from him.
Stop number one and get some fouls on 21 down low because he is dropping in and swatting and hacking at everything and not picked up a foul yet. So
Right. Yeah, I thought he was going to get one a while ago, but that one actually was against the Wolves.
Well, and he would have had one earlier if the guy hadn't given him a little shove as the Wolf went by, because when he went up and came down, that no doubt was a foul, but there was already a foul before that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, the one on Griffin, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was,
it was Carter. Excuse me, Carter, yep. Carter got fouled as he went around on the baseline. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're now back from the break from the period. Lexington going to start with the ball. Loose ball ended up being picked up by Heffley. Going to swing the ball ahead to Fielding. Fielding's going to go up. I think that's going to be the foul on 21 that we needed.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, it is.
So that'll send Fielding to the line for 2. Knocks down the first one. Knocks down the second one. 4-point game, 17-13. Lexington bringing it across half court. Dribbled near side. Gives to the far side. He's going to pull the trigger for 3. Quick 3. No good. Rebounded by Griffin. Wolves going to go fast. Isaac kind of lost sight of the ball. Griffin tried to find him on a quick play. Unable to connect. One little floater, no good on that one. We're going to say that one's going to stay with the Bulldogs.
Thought Wyatt made the athletic play to reach around and tap it against 35's foot. But
couldn't quite get there, I don't think. 1 to inbound, gets it inside. Trying to get the ball down low.
Good job for Carter working around the press or the pressure from 35 there.
Yep. Ball goes out of bounds. I think he actually called kickball off of Carter. 1 again to inbound. Gets it inside to 3. He's going to dribble around. 35 for 3. No good. They're going to say red ball.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Carter to bring it across half court. Sunshine uses the screen from Fielding, puts up a jumper from the free throw line. Rebounded by Lewis. Lewis is going to pull back. Heffley thought about it.
As we had a huge mixed match with Fielding. He had 0 on him, and he's able to work him all day.
Trying to work the ball back inside to Fielding. Fielding's going to back down. Gets the bucket off the glass. You know, I know this game, for whatever reason, this game over the last, I'm going to say 4 or 5 years, has grown into a very heated rivalry.
Yeah.
A lot of very intense physical games. As one's going to pull up from the elbow there, knocks it down. Little bit of chirping going on down low.
Yeah, there is.
Griffin now drives, tries to throw back out, does get it to Fielding. Lewis for 3, no good. Rebounded by Griffin.
Man. Good job by Griffin working to draw a foul on the putback attempt. $15 will come into the game for 35 for Lexington.
Griffin for the second one. Knocks down the second one.
Slowly chipping away at that lead.
Yeah, we kind of get it within 2, and then they make a couple shots, and One again. 0 for 3. Knocks it
Wow,
down.
that's an
Two.
impressive shot.
Oh, was that 2?
Two.
Okay. Griffin on the far side.
Take it. Take it.
Heffley thought about it. He left his feet, so he's going to dribble inside. Ball ends up in the hands of Griffin. Throws to Carter. Loose ball, bouncing around all over the place. Picked up by Lexington, going the other way. He's got a wide open layup.
And he fell and tried to get a foul. I don't know. I'm at a loss on that one.
One now. Carter going to drive to the free throw line. Finds Griffin. Griffin's going to pull the trigger. I'm going to say Carter tipped that rebound out of bounds. One for 3. They're going to call a shooting foul on Fielding. So one is going to go to the line shooting 3.
She hadn't played basketball in a
I
minute.
was going to say, I always love having to explain the rules of the game to the people working for us tonight.
Yeah, you know, usually, you know, when you have to explain the game, they hadn't played before. But this person,
when she left the game, most people were not shooting threes.
Right,
You know,
right.
so as he makes the second attempt, missed the first one. Fielding going to go have a seat. Bumgarner on. He does make the third attempt. 25-17. Just under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Bumgarner thought about it for a second. Trying to work the ball inside. Gives to Lewis. Gives to Heffley. Heffley back out to Bumgarner. Again, Bumgarner thought about it. Heffley. Oh, good spin move. Gets an open layup. I will say I think Bumgarner got away with a little bit on the screen.
Yeah.
He kind of threw an extra oomph into it. Zero is going to pull up for 3. Yes. Actually,
Why does he always hit the floor? That's twice now he's made shots and he's hit the floor after.
there wasn't anyone even close to him on that one. Back to Heffley on the interior. Ball knocked loose, picked up by Lexington.
I feel like that's one thing teams are adapting to when playing against the Wolves is dropping 3 into the paint, no matter if it's Fielding, Lewis, Griffin, no matter who it is, they're dropping somebody down in there.
Horrible.
Going to call the foul there on Carter. That's going to be his second. So 1 for Lexington. Will go back to the line again for a 3-point attempt.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't
Makes
know
the
if they're
first.
breathing on him or.
I don't know because I feel like it, and not necessarily at one end, but at one area of the floor down in the interior on both ends, they're letting them play.
Yeah.
But then calling a what I would consider a tic-tac foul outside the perimeter, not typical of something you see being called. Knocks down the third one, 31-19, 2:30 to go in the first half. Thompson now. Carter driving. Gives to Griffin. Griffin's going to fake the 3 and drive in.
Good
bucket off the
layup,
glass.
Good moves.
That's going to be
Oh,
Carter's.
my goodness.
That's going to be
there.
Carter's third foul. Rogers going to have to go onto the floor for Carter now. Alley-oop pass was good. Griffin gives to Thompson. Thompson's going to have an open lane to drive. Dishes outside to Heffley. Heffley for three. Off the rim. Rebounded by one. Lexington going to take it the other way. Fast break, layup. Good. Rogers at the top, gives to Thompson. Now Owens in the corner. Thompson for three, no good. Rebounded by Heffley.
That was Griffin.
Oh, excuse me. I said Thompson. It was Griffin. It was still a Braxton.
There's his warning.
Coach Blackwell was almost at the logo trying to call a timeout. Does finally get it. I think it was because he was having to scream over a student on the far side.
Goodness.
I mean, they are right on top of the line.
The group that's screaming the most, the 4 or 5 of them are on the orange line.
Yeah. And so kudos to the Wolves for not really entertaining him at the moment, but man, that's got to be tough to do.
At one point, Heffley was over there. He's in his ear. He's a freshman. Heffley pump faked. Kid went flying by, and Heffley laid it up easy, and Heffley pointed back at him running down the court. So he's Heffley entertained it just a little bit.
Yeah, but not during the play.
Yes,
which I think sometimes can be tough to do. But especially in an emotional game. But for sure, is that clock right? Is there under a minute to go till halftime?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I feel like the second quarter has flown by, even with the fouls called.
Yeah, there were fouls called, for sure.
Starters back onto the floor.
Coaches are talking. I believe there's a little confusion on who called the timeout. Wolves will get teed up.
So it looks like they are going to call a technical foul against Coach Blackwell.
So
there was just a long conversation. I really didn't know what was going on. Again,
No.
we're in a weird spot, so you can't really see.
Conversations is still going on.
Yeah, I was going to say, not typically when you see a technical call, that referee steps away and another referee comes to have the conversation with the coach to kind of explain what's going on and really kind of calm the situation. But here, it appears that the referee who called the technical is the one having the conversation with Coach Blackwell. So Lexington able to get the free throws, and now we'll have the ball with under a minute to go. They're up 37-21. Right now, Lexington offense just can't miss.
No, especially one.
One has really knocked down most of his shots. Done really well at creating space for himself. again, does just the same thing and gets the bucket there. Wolves will have time for another play to try to get a bucket going into halftime.
Good look.
Throwing inside to Fielding. A little bit of a stare down as that bucket went in.
I do not believe that was just a stare down.
We're going to say that was a stare down.
Good help defense from Lewis.
Shot attempt, no good. Heave by Carter. Won't go for that one. Wolves will go into the locker room down in this one, 39-23.
What's going on?
I don't know what we're calling here. We're still having a discussion.
It's ridiculous.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. We'll be back here in just a few minutes, about 8 minutes until the second half. We'll see y'all then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the second half. Wolves making their way out of the locker room.
It's not often Coach Blackwell uses that much of timeout, or excuse me.
Well, there was
halftime.
a little bit of a delay in getting into the locker room.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, we're gonna chalk that one up.
I'm excited the boys are on this end. Away from the student line.
Yes.
Getting a little break from the ear
heckling,
pain. The ear pain, I'm gonna call it. Well, I say so. Heffley's still got it.
Still got one in his ear right there on the half-court line.
I'm kind of shocked they didn't transfer sides. Stay over there at the bar.
Lewis now gives to Carter. Griffin in the corner. Trying to work the ball inside. Wolves just working it around. Heffley for three, off the front of the rim. Carter tried to make an acrobatic play to keep it in bounds. Couldn't quite keep it in. It'll go to Lexington. Alley-oop to Tim off the rim. Fielding with the rebound. Gives to Lewis. He'll bring it across half court. Heffley in the corner now. Wolves just trying to find an open spot. Stolen by Lexington.
That time Coda did get him.
They're going to just
No
call out of
foul.
bounds. No foul. No foul call.
Hey, I don't know how.
All ball. All ball.
Yep. Wow. Okay. I like it. Good call.
Lexington inbounds. Primary playmaker for Lexington right now with the ball, number one. He's going to dribble and attack. Pulls up from just inside the free throw line. No good.
Good job by Carter working the
Second
hand to
chance
face.
attempt, fried 21, no good. Fielding pulls back at the rebound, then gives to Carter. Carter's going to take it across half court. Gives to Griffin in the corner. He's going to pull the quick trigger, no good. Loose ball picked up by Fielding.
Work it back. Yep.
Give it right back to Fielding. Fielding up and off the glass and in. I think that's where our bread and butter is going to come from right now. Get them in foul trouble, get them to sit down off the court, and getting easy buckets inside. Easy buckets inside, as we've said in other games before, will open up the outside. One, again, drive and attack.
Good hand.
Quick. Now a three-point attempt. No good. Rebounded by 21 for the Bulldogs. 0 now. Looking for somebody to give the ball to. Lexington going to reset. Looks like an isolation play here. Pull up three. No good.
Good job fielding.
Griffin with the rebound. He's going to push down the floor. Gives to Heffley. Heffley's got an open shot. In and out.
In and out. Good
Rebounded
board.
by Lewis. No foul call. No foul call on the
Goodness.
Wyatt's attempt.
Yo, how's he not out of bounds? Oh, my goodness. Fellas, I feel like we're in football. Holy cow.
I don't understand how we had the foul call on the three-point attempts at that end
Exactly.
earlier in the
Yeah.
game and not
I
get a
don't
foul
know.
call against Lewis right there. Lewis was
Or on Lewis.
no, it was
Yeah,
against,
you're right,
It
you're
was
right.
mugged.
I mean, he was mugged on the attempt, but no foul call.
Assaulted,
Yeah,
lots of those things.
take your Webster's dictionary out and find any word in it. You're probably going to be able to cover it. So, Fielding now with the
Drive.
ball. Gives to Heffley. Works the ball far side to Carter. We're going to call it out of bounds off Lexington. So it'll stay with the Wolves. Guys, did we not have 3 referees earlier in this game?
No.
Okay,
had
we've only
the
had
whole
2.
night.
Okay, all right. Wolves inbound.
That may have been why the other referee didn't come to talk to Coach Blackwell, because he was assisting with the shots.
Okay, that could be it. Heffley now drives.
Jelly, please
Attempt.
fall.
Wyatt gets the rebound, gives to Owens.
My goodness.
Again, no foul call. Timeout.
Holy cow, fellas.
Timeout by Lexington.
Lexington!
Man, I normally I'm one to kind of stay hesitant, but
No, not
man,
tonight.
some of these are pretty bad.
Yeah, no doubt.
At least the last 2 or 3 down at the other end.
And I'm going to be real honest, Dakota's was pretty bad.
Even on that one, I mean, he ran him down. Usually when you run him down and get a swat like that, a swinging swat, you're going to get the foul call. They did not call that one on Carter, which I'm not complaining about.
No, happy. Good call, great call. Couldn't have seen it any better.
But the other end, there is a conglomerate of players in there.
Yeah, they're jumping up and swatting at everything and everybody.
And I don't know how you're not getting a call. Owen should have gone to the line. Lewis should have gone to the line. Fielding should have gone to the line. Carter should have gone to the line.
Hey,
I feel like we should have had 10 free throw attempts just in that last couple minutes. Lexington to inbound. Uses the screen. Now pulls up for 3. Off the rim. No good. And they're going to call a foul on Griffin.
I mean,
This is getting bad, guys.
Man.
I don't
It's challenging.
know. Yeah, it's hard to play 2 teams at once, you know.
Good Lord, did you see 3-5 try to put, or 2-5 try to put Wyatt into the
they've done it most of the night. Him and 35 have tried to really force the good job by Fielding to stop the drive there.
Good job fielding. It's aggressive man defense right there. He doesn't. Who cares if it's your best scorer, wild or guarding?
Fielding with another hand in the face. So they are going to finally call a foul against Lexington, against 25.
Oh, hey, I thought it was on 21.
He hasn't gotten a foul all night except for 1.
Okay.
And gotten away with a ton.
Yes, the hatchets.
So
from him.
25 going to have a seat as he picks up his 3rd foul.
Because, you know,
I feel like we've watched a football game to start these first 5 minutes, and we've only got 1 foul for each team.
Well, it reminds me of what it was after we left football season and went into basketball season. That's kind of the style of play we're seeing tonight.
We saw it a couple weeks ago, too, just letting them play. But in the first half, it was completely different.
Wyatt unable to get the bucket there. I did like the play call. He was kind of telling them, hey, get the ball over on this side and give me the ball. And he did a good job at it, got a good look, just unable to get it to fall. Zero going to try to drive on Fielding. Dish, no-look dish ends up in the hands of Owens.
Go.
Owens going to drive all the way the other way.
Oh, my goodness. How is that not a call? And 1.
They're going to count that basket.
Goodness gracious. Chad, I don't know how you don't call the one for Dax.
Oh, I know.
I mean, really.
Griffin makes it. (39-28), 2:40 to go in the 3rd period.
Wolves slowly crawling or clawing their way back, really. No way. No way at all.
That is going to be Griffin's 3rd, I believe. No, they called that against 35.
Okay, thank God, because
Okay.
good
They're gonna
call.
Call that against Lexington.
Good call.
Students backed off their "you can't do that" chant real fast.
Yeah. Talking to your own students, it's not as fun as a chant.
Yeah. Bumgarner now gives to Gonna be a
Full timeout, Wolves.
He called a 30-second timeout, and they went ahead and made it a full timeout. I don't get that.
oh man, look. I'm not one to ever say that referees have it out for a team. Now, do I feel like they had it before the technical?
No.
Probably not, but I feel like it has swung that way very much so since the technical.
It has been very challenging for the Wolves. Now, granted, they're getting they got a couple of calls that we didn't think they got, but I will say having only 2 officials here for a boys high school game is challenging.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially in a game like this. Lexington to bring the ball across half court. Open 3. Gets the shooter's bounce, goes in.
Swung into the close corner. Pass is tipped away out of bounds. It'll remain with the Wolves.
Fielding back onto the court. Lewis will have a seat.
Hey, how is that not a push? Put back by Heffley, it's good.
Great battling down low by the Wolves.
I feel like it has to be a battle at this point.
Yeah.
Lexington across half court, swung far side to 0. He'll hand it off to 1, let him drive. He'll bring it right back out. 0, close side. He'll drive.